Good afternoon, evening, wherever you're from. Have a great day, great night. I hope you already had a great day. Regrets. Regrets is a big topic, and it's a big topic because you're not supposed to have any. When you're dealing with failure and you're learning from failure, you shouldn't regret anything because everything taught you along the way to get you to where you need to be. That's what's taught, that's what's in every book. A lot of books go, don't even think about your negatives, concentrate on your positives. A lot of books go, remember everything is a lesson. They repeat over and over again these things. And they are mostly true. That's how you learn. That's how you get the gut feeling. The gut feeling is generally not true. Feeling a gut was started in the 30s and 40s from writers that were lazy. They wanted the detective novel for no reason to say, I had a gut feeling about that. And that's why they developed it. So the gut feeling is generally a lie and a myth. But if you've been through that situation before, but you can't remember quite where, but you have a memory of it, like a deja vu. Because remember, we go through so many interactions through our day, through so many things a day, we can't possibly remember everything. But we will have a feeling that we've been here before, that we've done this before, and you probably have. You probably actually, think about it. You spend 12 years of school, you can't remember every minute of it. Not everybody has a memory of that. But you will get an idea that you were in this type of situation before, and you went one way and it didn't work, so you're going the other way. You can't quite picture it. You can't quite think where it was, but you knew it. And that's where it's true. Now, I have failed, and I've been over this hundreds of times. I've failed at relationships, I failed at people, I failed at decisions. Now, two things you gotta remember. You're never right or wrong based on you. You're right or wrong based on your data. And if your data is wrong, your data is wrong. Remember, the race does not always go to the swift, but that's the way to bet. And there may be knowledge that you don't have that the other people do. Something can happen. Something can always break. Something can always go wrong. Somebody could slip and fall and twist their ankle during the big game, and the star quarterback is out. Backup might do really well, but the other star quarterback wins because the guy broke his leg. Something you couldn't see happening happens. And you can't always prepare for everything. So, the thing about regret is that every single thing shouldn't have. Now, I have one major regret. And I always go back to it. And some people might think it's the smallest thing on the planet. But that goes back to, if it matters to you, it matters to you. So, when I was 16, my father gave me 3 shares of Coca-Cola stock. This was back before Robinhood, Stash, that became a level playing field for retail investors where you could just buy on your own without anything, and when commissions were not that high, where commissions were high, and it was a broker's game. So as a gift my father gave me for my 16th birthday, he knew I loved reading the stock market. He knew I loved drinking Coca-Cola. Followed the rule. He gave me 3 shares of Coke. 10 years later, when I was 26, those 3 shares were worth $2,000. Now, at the same exact time, I was getting ready to get married. And I sold all of them. My whole lot of Coca-Cola. You gotta remember, This is, again, before Robinhood, before Stash, before fractional shares, before everything. I sold the whole lot to pay for part of my wedding. I have regretted it since a month after the marriage. Now, I go back to it over and over again. That I should have never sold that. That there should have been other ways. I should have done other things. There is nothing I regret more, and there's nothing that sticks in my head more than this. They asked Warren Buffett, the greatest investor in the world, which if you follow my channel, you should know him. If not, you should look him up. He is the greatest investor in the world. Always has been. Always will be. Always has a lot of rules. They asked him, what investment did you consider bad, that you lost money? He goes, well, I've never lost money. He always says, first rule is never lose money. Second rule, go back to the first one. So he's never lost money. He said, what I do was a bad investment with the investments I didn't take. I could have had millions more if I would have invested in something that I chose not to because I didn't understand at the time. I didn't have time to put it in. I didn't have time to work. The thousands of dollars I lost in that opportunity not to sell, or I should have sold half, or I should have bought it right back as soon as I sold it, or I should have done anything else than sell the whole lot and forget about it. You're talking to a guy that one time was so broke, he actually sold his high school ring for scrap gold for $75 to buy food for his family. I don't regret that at all. It was the time and the place. I had to do it. Do I miss my high school ring? Sometimes I have a memory of it, though. But we got to eat that day as a family because I did that. That was the right decision at the time. Talking to a guy that slept in his car more than 3 days. I don't regret that at all. Right decision at the time, what we had to do. Did I have to sell $2,000 worth of Coca-Cola stock with all the opportunity it could have given me from years on? No, I didn't. But I did it. And that's why it's my only regret. I can't regret a lot of my relationships because it got me to my wife now. I can't regret some of the things because I have the two best children in the world. So I did something right raising as a father. I have the most wonderful wife. I have all this knowledge in my head from what I learned that I'm trying to share with you. I have all my skill sets in customer service from all the jobs I've taken. I've got all my knowledge from going to college for 7 years. And like I said, I got 2 great kids, I got a great family, and I've learned. I don't regret destroying my credit score. I do regret destroying my personal credit score, which I did do a message about. None of those things I regret because, like I said, I did learn, I did gain knowledge, and I do have things. And a lot of things I'm proud of, a lot of skills that I am proud of. That if I did not go through this journey, I wouldn't have. I have 4 books published in Amazon that I mentioned. I've learned a lot, and I'm trying to share that with you guys. But there was no God-forsaken reason for me to sell those stocks. And I regret it. No matter how many times I'll be told, you know, it probably would not have changed my journey one bit. It might have made a lot of things easier. It might have made me look smarter by not doing it. But it's my one regret, and I will always have that. But sometimes when you're thinking about one particular failure that sticks in your head, it'll make sure you never make the same mistake again. Make sure to get all my links on Risky6877. That's my Twitter page. I put all my links up there. Make sure to check out my new book, Hidden Treasure. Great book. It's for adults only. Very spicy. On Amazon by Chris Alexinas, Alexinas. Check out Coffee and Cash. A lot of learning. If you like my YouTube channel, please hit subscribe. I try to put things up as much as I can when I think of them. And I try to share with you things I find that are very knowledgeable and help you out. I appreciate you all. You have a great day. Things get better every single day. Like I said, I'm on this journey. And I win more than I lose. And I definitely learn more than I didn't. But regrets sometimes, if it keeps you making the same mistake, they can be positive too. Have a great day.